Or you can go to the presentation slide or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't use PowerPoint very much.
F5. Top row. Woohoo! Whenever you're ready.
Okay. So today I'm going to be talking about my product of Microbial Biosurfactants. To start, I wanted to go a little in detail of the field that I'm in because it's kind of niche and not that many people know about it. But it's cosmetic chemistry, and so this is the science of chemically formulating cosmetic products. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be makeup. It's soap, shampoo, conditioner, stuff for your face, skin. Also makeup, yes, so think lipsticks and foundations. But then stuff for your nails. It's a wide variety of stuff that everyone uses every day. To start on the main thing, these are surfactants. For those who don't know, they're made up of lipids, which is right here. They have a hydrophilic head, which means that it's water-loving, and a hydrophobic tail, which means that's water-fearing. And what surfactants do is they form this circle, and then water goes on the outside here by the hydro-loving head, and oil goes on the inside by the tails, and that's where the water-fearing tails is. And what happens is surfactants create that lathering effect in soaps. They're also a stabilizing agent, but dirt and oil on your skin attracts to the tails, and then water when you're showering attracts to the heads, creating that lather we like in soap. Fun fact, they've done studies because you don't necessarily need surfactants in soap, but consumers believe they don't get as clean if they don't see the lathering effect. It's important to note that surfactants are amphiphilic, and that's because they have the hydrophilic head and the hydrophobic tail. And that's about it. So, synthetic surfactants are the most commonly used surfactant. That's mainly because they're affordable. They are highly effective. They have stabilizing properties for formulations, and they also have that lathering effect. But they're extremely harmful for the environment. That is predominantly due to their production, the way they're produced. They're made through a very energy-intensive process, and they're made out of materials such as like impurities and additive toxicants that make them really toxic for consumers, as well as anywhere they're wasted, because they're not biodegradable. So as you can see here, what often happens is they get put into the ocean for waste, and this is greatly impacting our aquatic life. And then since they are toxic, they're also harmful for users. So with synthetic surfactants in your products, it's harming us as well. And then for those who aren't too involved in cosmetic trends, within the last 10-20 years, clean beauty has been on the rise. For those who don't know what clean beauty is, it's having cosmetic products that are both good for the environment and good for the consumer. What does that mean? It means having packaging that is biodegradable and isn't plastics. It's having ingredients that are locally sourced and don't negatively impact us, and having a waste process that doesn't affect our environment and pollute it more. As you can see here, people have also been interested in cruelty-free cosmetics, and the amount of money people are spending on cruelty-free makeup is increasing. Cruelty-free makeup is makeup that doesn't have any animal testing in its production process. So you've heard of people testing makeup on like bunnies, and that it's not good for obvious reasons. It's not fair to test on any living animal. If it's not safe for them, then it's obviously not safe for us either. So here's my main product, Microbial Biosurfactants. They are similar to synthetic surfactants and any other. They have the formalization products, they stabilize things, they create that lather effect, but they have none of the bad environmental effects that synthetic surfactants do. And that's all due to their production process. They are produced through this fermentation process that allow them to have a much lower carbon footprint than synthetic surfactants. On top of that, they're made out of natural, abundant resources that make it so they're biodegradable and less harmful for the environment. Synthetic surfactants actually sometimes require fossil fuels in their production, so they have only a finite amount of resources for their material. Microbial biosurfactants would allow us to use them in soaps and any other formulation that needs stability, but we would have the benefit of it being better for us and the environment. Some certain markets I chose to promote this product are especially Dow Chemical Company. There is a location in Michigan Midland. Dow Chemical is one of the largest surfactant suppliers in the chemical industry. Chemical companies, often what they'll do is they will collect a bunch of a certain chemical and give it to other companies. Or they work with cosmetic companies and other companies to create something. So often, say a company like L'Oreal will be like, hey, we want to make a soap, but we don't know what to use for X ingredient in it. Test out a bunch and give us that data back. So Dow Chemical is a very trusted chemical company that could supply microbial biosurfactants as their main surfactant to all these other chemical companies and cosmetic companies, greatly changing the impact of the world. The main problems with this product is cost. Right now, it is cheaper to produce synthetic surfactants, but I believe the cost in the long run will outweigh the cost of producing synthetic surfactants. Because I went over all the information of how harmful synthetic surfactants are. So it's clear to see that in the long run, they're gonna run out of materials to produce these surfactants. They're probably going to run into lawsuits later down the line once people realize how this is harming the environment and the consumer. So while yes, it's more expensive at the beginning, I think in the long run, microbial biosurfactants are the way to go. And there is a trust element. Nobody has implemented microbial biosurfactants into their company yet. So these newer companies are hesitant to take the dive and choose microbial biosurfactants. But if a trusted chemical company like Dow Chemical chose to promote this surfactant, then there'd be less of that hesitancy. The results of having microbial biosurfactants as the main surfactant in our products is that it will be better for the consumer. We will no longer have to deal with having a toxic surfactant in our soaps and in our products. It's better for the environment, it's biodegradable. We will no longer have this in our ocean affecting our aquatic life. And it's produced in a way that makes it so it won't have greenhouse gas emissions and it won't use fossil fuels. Thank you for your time.
Questions, please.
Yes.
How are synthetics harmful to humans? You said they like harm us, but
They're harmful because they're made up of these impurities and additive toxins, and since they're used in products that we predominantly put on our skin, they seep into our skin and get stuck in the lipids. If you, let me go back. So they get, the impurities and stuff will get stuck in these lipids in between in our skin, and they just stay there forever. Any other questions?
Cool, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Apparently I'm the only one who's gonna golf club. People. Next up, I have Priya Cuffley. Priya?